to get wrong. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get them over the hump. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better.
I should have went with a center.
Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. One 49er has already been taken. Might we see his teammate here join him? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? Well, not too tough to see into the thought. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting it. Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there.
I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need the R&R to regular life. I say I fly, hey, living life in the fast lane, million pain, only beat. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey, do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do. I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Do something crazy. new grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers.
Let's see how we do.
Join me, one thing, good vibes only. I just tapped, I'ma fill my cup, got fireworks, let's blow some done. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun.
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's
my
get
God.
to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff.
You got Tom Brady.
And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Oh my God, I'm scared. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. You got Tom Brady.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press him. And a cut to the sideline. And he's brought down.
Where are you going?
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That could be a downside of putting together a team in Draft Champions Week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Tyvon Branch there to bring him down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw with Carr. dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing his car on third down. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Woodhead. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
As one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim, even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Eight yards still remaining here on third down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. And the wide out in motion. Throwing is Brady on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game,
You thought I touched it.
you gotta feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
No, I did it. That's why I went back there.
Letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Here's Carr to throw. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. This is Elliott. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a play fake here and now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
No way.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They get 31 yards that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, here's Carr. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Carr again here on second and 10. He's got time in the pocket. And that one got tipped. Threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He can run
First down.
And he will. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure,
Superman
and finding
dive.
open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Carr now on first down. He's got time. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Nice job there, right, of just going through the progressions, finding the open man, even if it wasn't for a 25-yard gain.
Everything does not have to be spectacular. The mundane works pretty well.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Julio Jones from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So they're going to go for 2. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the 2-point conversion coming up. Now Josh Scobie to attempt the extra point.
I missed.
And
Really?
it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17.
Whoops.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So out now come the Lions. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to advance and have it end up in the end zone.
Brady, right side catch, Gilmore. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup.
Oh, yeah, call timeout.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing on 1st down is Brady.
Ooh.
The field, but it's incomplete.
Ooh. That was close.
Andre Johnson, the target on that one. And it's 2nd down.
That is so close.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Brady to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen.
Don't think so.
They do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that he make it routine. How about that throw right there? That was another great completion.
And you now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Scobie's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can.
The
intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Carr. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped them. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
They'll run for it here. This is Proch, the fullback.
Almost broke
and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they'll throw with Carr. Complete to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Carr now on 1st down. Deep drop. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding time. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Jones at 5, yeah.
After play on this long drive for the offense. The play clock's running down. Again, it's Carr. His pass caught at the 4.
First down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh my God, really?
And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh my God.
Offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone.
I'm getting screwed.
And then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth
I'm
quarter.
scared.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running with Elliott.
Yes!
Touchdown,
Whoop.
Cowboys.
Whoop.
Ezekiel Elliott.
That was
taking
scary.
over from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
That is so fucking scary.
Carr will look to throw. And
Oh my gosh.
they tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Ah,
Should
shit.
have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking.
No.
Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense,
Oh,
right?
that's true. You've said that before.
No
Here's
orange
the
those.
Detroit offense now as they head back
Oh,
out
gosh.
onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the
I need
board.
a interception here.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, Brady. He gets it
No.
left side to Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against
517, really?
sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just
I know,
trying to
he's
keep
doing the slant.
offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Johnson with a completion.
Oh, why have to fumble the
6
ball?
yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And now the Cowboys are going to another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We gonna run it. I got a feeling he gonna run it.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. Nelson.
Fumble the ball.
Takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. And play stopped
shit.
here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout. So
I
as
hit
they
him with a
talk
hit
things
stick.
over, we'll step aside. Now it's Woodhead. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
We fumbled the ball.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Oh, he going left.
They run again with Woodhead. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
I running the ball.
Here's Woodhead. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on here is Josh Scobie in a pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert.
Oh, the game is over. He won, bro.
Didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
I don't care.
And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Look at the clock.
I know.
Knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know where that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it.
Oh my God. I thought I had it. I thought I had a tip.
Twice in the season, once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
What a tough loss. I mean, it's one thing to lose a shootout. Losing a low-scoring game, kind of deflating because your offense never really got
I know. I tipped it to the other guy. I thought the other person, my receiver, got it.
They'll be on the side of the offensive guys the next week saying, come on, fellas, just pick it up a little bit.
Invite me, alright.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Now I've been in New York.